And it turned out to be so. So that meant that Sunday we had to run all around the place and get Mukasey printed and get Raji printed, get in the supplies, copy cartridges, stamps. Where are you going to get stamps on a Sunday? Well, folks, you get them at the A&P or Wall Bombs. Maybe other grocery stores have them too. But they usually have them, some have them at the customer service counter, some have them in the drawer, the cash register drawer. And so, but what about Mukasey? Mukasey has to be finished being written. And then the address list, and then the hours and dollars, and then the envelopes. So I stopped everything and did all those things, all those clerk things that have to be done after the writing of it. And it was a 60-page paper. Raji was 90 pages. And then where are you going to print it? Staples on Sunday? No. No. With the snow coming in the evening, how are you going to get up there and get it back? No, it's best to leave it here in your own hands where you have control on it. So I stayed up until 2:15 a.m. Saturday night after I helped Franklin with his bath, getting in and out of the tub. And I printed 40 pages of Mukasey, a terrible paper, one of the worst that's ever come out of the Southern District of New York, and that's got to be pretty bad. So I printed up to 40 pages. 2:15 I went to bed, and I got up at 5 and had to do all the Sunday chores. A bath and get the laundry ready and the regular chores and the cats and the dog and all those things. And I started printing in between Mukasey, and I got Mukasey printed up to page 60. Then it had to be collated, and then each paper had to be labeled with a person's name on it, and it had to be stuffed, and it had to be sealed. And then I had to figure out, how is it going to get served? But everything had to be dropped to run to church to worship God and hear other people worship God. I like that. Right after church, no social hour, we ran away as fast as we could and got in all those supplies. And Monday, sure enough, it did snow that night. Was that the night it snowed 6 inches? Yeah. No, Sunday night it snowed. No, Sunday night it snowed, and that would be storm number 10. And then it was all freeze, slippery, dangerous on Monday all day up until it snowed again, the 11th storm, and that was 6 inches. So Mukasey got served, timely. It had to be in by the 7th, and it got out in time to be in by the 7th. And these judges were crooked enough, Mukasey and Griesa, not to call all this an act of God, and therefore not to be lenient. So Mukasey got done. So I'm ready to read you that. In fact, all of the legal papers got done on Saturday. Refile got done, and Dolan, and the public file, and Mukasey and Raji, and there wasn't any, and the filing paginating hours and dollars, 6 of them. So now we're up to Monday, yesterday. And sure enough, the weather, the meteorologists were right. We listened to Craig Allen. I think he has an engaging personality. And I can't stand all the commercials on that station. It was bad enough before the Viacom took it over, or whoever took it over. It's really unbearable now. I just watch the clock carefully, and I tune in at exactly 8. And usually I don't want the traffic report, but I get the weather report. And you can bet your life I'm out of there before the next commercial's there. I can't stand that. I can't stand that crass commercialism. And they were right. On a Monday morning, it was slippery and it was dangerous, and we couldn't get out, and we were snowed in. And at 4 I got up early. In fact, I got up at 1:30 because I went to sleep some queer time. And then I woke up at 1:30, and I give myself a half an hour, and if I'm just going to lie there with thousands of thoughts going between the ears, it's no good, because there's work to be done. Some queer time. And then I woke up at 1:30, and I give myself a half an hour, and if I'm just going to lie there with thousands of thoughts going between the ears, it's no good, because there's work to be done. And the next day you're going to be darn tired because you didn't sleep. So I got up at 1:30, I think it was, and I started copying. No, I didn't. That was another night I got up at 1:30. I got up at 3:30. That was at 3:30. And around 4:25 I started copying Raji. And Raji's 90 pages long. This is Glendora versus Lemley. Cablevision again. More Cablevision Dolan law breaking. And it isn't the first day that Dolan law breaking has ruined, not only for me, but for you and for the rest of America. It isn't the first day. It isn't the first week. It isn't the first month. It isn't the first weekend. It isn't the first night. And so I started printing it. And then Franklin came on the job. He was all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and he went on and he finished printing that paper. And you want to know how long he was doing that? 11.5 hours. All day. It was 23 sets. 90 pages. That was 11.5 hours just to print that on this little copying machine. But we were snowed in, and it takes a while, you know, to do the 23 copies. The feet, you know, the machine goes. February 21st, show and tell. And he's on his way to Manhasset.
Yes, it had just started.
It was raining at Woodbury.
And on the way to Manhasset, it rained quite hard for a time. I got to Manhasset, and well, I first offered Rusty his food when I came out from copying, and he wasn't interested in it. So then we went to Manhasset. As I say, it rained quite hard for some time, and then
So then we stopped for a real meal. Macaroni and sauce, and then sauteed the vegetarian hamburgers, and it was good. And then we collated, I collated 5 of Raji, and then Franklin collated 5 sets, and then I came back after doing something else and collated 5 sets. And I collated another 5 sets, and then it was bedtime. And slept on schedule from 9 p.m. to 1:30, and the snow had started. That would be storm number 10. No, number 11. Storm number 11 had started snowing, and it snowed all night. And I got up at about 1:30 because there wasn't any sleep, and I had to print 3 more sets of Raji. The numbers didn't come out right, and so that all got printed and it all got collated, and the clerk's copy got ready, and Raji's copy got ready, and every paper had to be labeled with a person's name, stuffed in the envelope, and sealed in bright orange tape. And off it went to be served, and served timely. It made the deadline, and I helped one neighbor across the street shovel, and then I helped another neighbor next door to him shovel a little bit, and then I helped the neighbor right next to us shovel. And I was going to go to sleep at 6 o'clock, but then all this snow and shoveling came, and I told them jokes, and it seemed to be a good relief for them in this hard weather. And I did go back to sleep at 8 a.m., and I slept until 10 a.m. And then came the chores. This is the life and times of a public access producer, and of a pro se litigant, and of a patriot fighting for America and your courts. You go to court these days, you will find they don't belong to you. They have been stolen. And so I haven't had time to eat yet. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had time to eat. And the first legal paper, which was from the 8th Circuit, which is centered in St. Louis. And the lawsuit is Glendora versus the New York Law Journal. And the 8th Circuit has dismissed that appeal. And they gave no opinion, they wrote no law, they wrote no facts, they just dictum dismissed it. And so there's a big fight. And so I am petitioning for re-argument en banc, and I have to write that, and they are unreasonable in their time frame. This so-called order was made on February 27th, not signed by any judges, so it's a nullity. I mean, it just doesn't exist. It's no good. They don't say whether it's published or not published. And they want it back by the 13th, and they don't count any days for mailing. Well, how do you know how long it's going to take the post office, or how do they know, how does anybody know it's going to take the post office to get it from New York to St. Louis? It's really unreasonable. Dumb people in courts, just dumb people. And so I talked to them on the phone with that, and I have that recorded conversation to play you. And so that paper has to go from here, at least by Saturday. It's got to go. So there's another big legal fight and another big important paper. Another thing came in from the St. Louis court saying that I did not serve on the other side my motion for informer paupers. Well, an informer paupers motion, that's to proceed without prepayment of fees, is an ex parte motion. It isn't to be served on the other side. There are dumb people out there. Dumb people in the St. Louis courts, both the district court and the Court of Appeals. So I have to set them all straight on that, and I'll read you that paper. And there's more people to sue, of course, in the next omnibus lawsuit, which will be, the works on that starts on April the 1st, for April Fool's Day, for all of these April Fools. And that, the pray is done for today. Meditation is up to date. The legal papers are up to date. The morning chores are up to date. The videotaping is way behind. The house cleaning is way behind. The telephoning is way behind. But it's approximately 4 o'clock on a wonderful God-given day of March the 6th, Tuesday. Snowed out. Could not go to Lynbrook and edit today. Year 2001, Anno Domini.
Where's my boy?
How you doing?
Oh, good. You make life hard for me.
Yeah, well, you know.
You know, you don't come in the morning. I should order my groceries in the morning and get them by noon.
Well,
You stop coming in at noon?
you can't because Willie doesn't get here himself till 11:30, so
Oh, okay.
the morning's not going to do anything for you.
That's right. That's for sure. And then you take Wednesday off. You were gone all day yesterday. And so you make life hard for me. All right, are you ready? Are you there? You hear me bawl you out?
No.
And then you don't come in Wednesday.
Right.
So now we're...
I read an article about that.
All right.
Okay, so you have to stop. And so I'll shut you off. I'll shut off this, and don't you dare not to turn this.
Mailbox.
10 messages.
Mailbox 1. Tuesday, 6.
5:31 a.m.
Well, my name is Ron Eberhard. I'm calling with the U.S. District Court Clerk's Office in Wilmington, Delaware. You can reach me at 302-573-6158. Thank you.
Tuesday, 5:11 p.m. Daily News, Tuesday, February 27th, page 64. Siegel seeks city office. Norman Siegel, Executive Director of the New York Civil Liberties Union for 15 and a half years, stepped down yesterday to seek citywide office. He has been a vocal critic of Mayor Giuliani's, most notably on First Amendment issues and police brutality. Norman Siegel is not qualified to be a gangster, not qualified to be a schnook. He's just another scumbag lawyer. The voters of New York City have been disenfranchised for years and years and years. New York City Corporation Council, representing the New York City Board of Elections, has admitted that New York City has deprived Norman Siegel, famous Fleabag lawyer, of his right to vote all these years, along with the right to vote enjoyed by all registered New York City voters. New York City voters, as I've said time and time again, because I think it's important, have been denied the right to cast write-in votes on the machine in contested primaries. Norman Siegel is unfit to hold city office. He is not a believer in the First Amendment as applies to the state through the 14th Amendment. He has been silent for years and years and years and years regarding your right to vote for the bum of your choice on the machine by write-in in contested primaries. Siegel will be vying to replace public advocate Mark Green, who is campaigning for mayor, blah, blah, blah. So, when you go to vote in the contested Democratic primary for public advocate, if you don't like any of those bums, don't vote for them. Vote for Irving Geld, or Jackson Lee, or Anita Shula, or anyone else that you might like, because they stand up for people's right to vote for the bum of their choice on the machine in contested primaries. Don't vote for Norman. Remember, Norman was bested by a cab driver, and the average cab driver is smarter than the average lawyer. At least he knows where he's going, hopefully. Tuesday, 5:46 p.m. The New York Times, Tuesday, February 27th, Business Day, page C1. Bush selects an economist from Columbia. After weeks of trying to fill the job of chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors, President Bush yesterday nominated Robert Glenn Hubbard, a Columbia University economist and an outspoken advocate of tax cuts. It appears that Robert Glenn Hubbard is listed in the Manhattan phone book. Trip to the New York City Board of Elections would show whether or not Robert Glenn Hubbard is registered to vote in the city of New York. Robert Glenn Hubbard, what is the economic impact of the New York City Board of Elections violating your right to vote for the bum of your choice for 42 years and denying the registered voters of the city of New York the right to vote for the bum of their choice for years and years and years? Mr. Hubbard is a prolific researcher, professor of economics and finance at Columbia's Graduate School of Business, tax law is a specialty. Mr. Hubbard, if a voter in the city of New York successfully sues the city of New York for denial of the civil rights secured by the First and 14th Amendments, are the proceeds from said action taxable or non-taxable, Mr. Hubbard? Mr. Hubbard, Hubbard, do New York City voters really need a tax break? Or simply, do they need to pick up their pen, jot a few notes on a couple sheets of paper, go down to the courthouse, perhaps even on March 14th, before the Honorable George V. Daniels in the Southern District of New York, say, Judge, I'm a registered voter, my rights have been violated, I want to get paid. And by the way, Judge, if I am paid, is it tax-free or not? So, look in the Manhattan phone book, and next time you have an opportunity to communicate with Robert Glenn Hubbard, ask him, Mr. Hubbard, are you registered to vote in the city of New York? Have your rights been violated? And if your rights have been violated, Mr. Hubbard, do you give a damn about said violation, and what is said violation worth? Tuesday, 6:16 p.m. Glendora, this is Sexy Sadie. I'm at 718-481-6559. Wednesday, 11:55 a.m. Wednesday, 12:24 p.m. New York Post from some time ago, page 29, article by Dan Mangan, titled, McCall Rips Anti-Minority GOP Policies. Quote, McCall, the only African-American ever elected to statewide office in New York, likened what he said were efforts in Florida to limit African-American votes to voting hurdles such as literacy tests used in the segregationist South up to the 1960s. McCall said Bush had tried to fool African Americans by appointing Colin Powell as Secretary of State and then turning around and naming John Ashcroft as Attorney General. Period. End quote. Well, Mr. McCall, the federal government, United States Department of Justice, Office of Civil Rights Voting Section, under former President William Jefferson Clinton, said, we don't give a damn that Carl McCall, H. Carl McCall, black fellow from New York, if he's registered to vote in New York City, has been disenfranchised. In fact, it's perfectly okay. And the reason that it's okay, Mr. McCall, and registered black voters in the city of New York is because the state of New York has screwed all New York City voters equally by denying them the opportunity to vote for the bum of their choice. The New York City Board of Elections, through its attorney, the New York City Corporation Council, recently admitted in a written brief submitted to the New York State Court of Appeals that it has violated the election law for 42 years. Where were you, Mr. McCall, all those years that black registered voters in the city of New York were being disenfranchised by being denied their right to vote on the machine by write-in in a contested primary? Mr. McCall, you're full of hot air. Time for you to retire to Florida, along with whatever white golfing partners you'd like to bring with you. Take care, have a good trip, and enjoy voting in Florida. Wednesday, 6:29 p.m. Hi, Glendora. Bill Budrow. Give me a call in the morning if you can, and I'll go over those tapes and everything with you. Thanks so much. Bye. Thursday, 5:12 p.m. The New York Times op-ed page, Thursday, March 1st, 2001. Investigating the vote. Quote, the Justice Department's Manual on Prosecuting Election Offenses sets a high threshold for federal involvement. Quote, criminal prosecution is appropriate only when the facts demonstrate that the defendant's objective was to corrupt the process by which voters were registered or by which ballots were prosecute all those bums in the state of New York who screwed 3 million people for 42 years. We all know that stupidity is not a criminal offense. I didn't know the gun was loaded, for example. I didn't know. I thought she was 18, etc., etc. Now, if in the current year the city attorney hits that they've reconsidered their position, why? What can we do? Call the United States Department of Justice, ask them for a copy of the Justice Department's manual on prosecuting election offenses. Presumably it's written in plain English, capable of being deciphered with a dictionary, legal or otherwise. Give the matter some thought and come up with your top 10 list for Letterman or Leno or any of those other bums of which elected officials in New York you would like to see get some vacation time on your taxpayer dollars. Remember, the right to vote is a serious right, and it's incomprehensible that a taxi driver from the Bronx has shown up the U.S. Attorney, the Department of Justice, and all these scumbag lawyers in the city of New York. The city with the most lawyers in the world per capita, presumably. If you have any questions about that, go out and count them. You can call up the Office of Court Administration, ask them how many there are licensed in the city, their office address, get the census data for the population of the city, and perform the appropriate mathematical calculation. Friday, 6:30 a.m. Hi, Glendora, Bill Buckrow. I just got those tapes in the mail from that Peter Simpson. I don't know why he sent them here, so I'm mailing them this morning to you at White Plains. So you should get those in the post office probably tomorrow or Monday. Thanks so much. Bye. 15 a.m.
Yes, I'd like to know why you believe your illiterate and poorly produced video program will do any good for your causes.
What's your name, idiot? What's your name, coward?
Messages. Messages. Deleted.
Sunday, 12 a.m.
Three 573. 6136.
Hello, you've reached Brian Blackwell, the U.S. District Court for the District of Delaware. I'm sorry, but I'm unable to take your call at the moment. If you wish to, you may leave a message at the sound of the beep, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Should you require immediate assistance, please press 0. Thank you for calling, and have a nice day.
Transferring call. Please hold.
District Court, Betty speaking.
Hello, can you give me the status on Glendora versus Charles F. Dolan?
Okay.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Do you have a case number?
No, that's what I'm looking for. A case number and a judge.
I don't think that has a judge to it yet.
Does it have a case number? It was filed way back on November 2nd.
It has a judge.
It has a judge.
Goes to Judge Robinson.
Oh, Sue L. Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. And the case number?
I don't have a case number for it.
Has the IFP been granted?
It hasn't been ruled on yet.
Does it have a magistrate?
No, just Judge Robinson.
Now then, you have a pro se clerk named
Yes, we do have a pro se clerk.
what is her name?
Carmel Ann.
Carmel Ann, that's right. Carmel Ann, is she there?
Hold on.
Thanks. And do you have her number? The way you bypass that telephone number requiring that you give your number, I think that's the craziest thing a court could ever do. The party whose number you dialed in the United States District Court, they don't wish to talk to you unless you give them your number? That in a United States District Court? Yes.
It's not available at the moment.
Okay, what is her number, please?
You'd have to come through us.
No, I will not come through you because you require that I leave my home number, and I will not give you that. And I've never heard of a United States District Court doing such a thing. It's outrageous.
Well,
No, I will not do that.
Okay, then you want to call back?
Is Ron there?
One moment.
Thank you. I'll turn off the recorder.
This is Ron Everhart. Can I help you?
Ron, this is Glendora. I'm returning your call.
No, I was returning your call, ma'am. What can we do for you? This is from several days ago, actually, when I called and left a message with you.
So?
Yes.
What's the case number on Glendora versus Charles F. Dolan?
There is no case number
Why?
at this time.
It was filed in November.
March.
You've gone November, December, January, and February into March without a case number, and that's the first thing a clerk does is give it a case number.
That is not correct.
That is correct. It's correct all over the United States. I don't know what's going on in this court.
When you file a case under the pauper statute.
You get a case number right away.
Not in this court, you don't, ma'am.
Why does this court have to be different from?
I'm not going to answer why this court would be different than another court.
You can't answer it. That's why.
Because I don't have to. Because
Well, I think you do have to. I think somebody has to answer that, and also your foolish telephone number that you won't take a call unless the caller leaves his number. So there's a couple of things you got to answer.
Ma'am, you can put whatever you're concerned with in writing. You can send it to the clerk of the court or the chief judge of this court if you'd like.
No, I'll send it to L. Ralph Meekum. I'll send it to L. Ralph Meekum along with your name for the administrator of U.S. courts. That's where I'll send it. that you won't take a call unless the caller leaves his number. So there's a couple of things you got to answer.
Ma'am, you can put whatever you're concerned with in writing. You can send it to the clerk of the court or the chief judge of this court if you'd like.
No, I'll send it to L. Ralph Meekum. I'll send it to L. Ralph Meekum along with your name for the administrator of U.S. courts. That's where I'll send it.
That's fine, ma'am. I called you the other day to ask you what we could do for you if you needed a form sent to you.
No, I need
a message on our clerk's phone.
I need a case number. I need a case number, and I should have had it 3 months ago. That's what I need.
Well, then you have to do whatever you feel is appropriate, ma'am. But a case number won't be issued until an order comes out on your pauper status.
No court.
That's when this court issues an order.
This court is all wrong. Okay. You don't do it that way.
Federal rules of civil.
You don't do. Yeah. Okay. Yes. You just look at 77, 78, and 79 and see where expeditiously you're supposed to give a case number.
Ma'am, I'm not going to argue with you about the facts.
I don't want you to argue with me.
That's right. I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain to you how this court functions, and you want.
And I'm telling you that this court functions wrong. I'm telling you that this court functions wrong. That you don't have a case number after 3 months. A case number after 3 months. And a case comes in there, just look at Rules 77, 78, 79, Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and see how a clerk should act.
What you should do as you said you were going to do, and contact whoever you want to.
That's L. Ralph Meekum, the administrator of U.S. courts.
That's fine. My name is Ron Everhard. I'm the intake supervisor. And you're welcome to do whatever you need to do. Your case is presently pending before this court. And that's the status of it.
For 3 months, nobody's done anything, plus 2 orders to show cause.
Nope.
I suppose an order to show cause is something that just sits around and sits around and
it's
sits around.
Before the court. What else do you want me to tell you, ma'am? I mean, that's the status of your case.
Have you got a docket?
There's no docket.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what's happened with the case.
Docket gets
Where are my papers?
when a case number is assigned.
Where's my papers?
An electronic docket.
Where are my papers going?
Your papers are before the court.
What court?
The United States District Court.
Who is the judge?
Who's the judge?
Yes.
The case is before the court.
No, I'll tell you who the judge is, Mr. Know-Nothing. It's Sue L. Robinson.
That's what I said. It's before the court.
No, you didn't. I asked you who the judge was, and you said before the court.
You didn't ask who the case was assigned to, ma'am.
I did. I said, who's the
That's
judge?
what the papers are.
I said, who's the judge?
But what else do you know? What else do you want to know?
I would like to know the status of my case after 4 months.
It's before the court.
Yeah, great answer.
Well,
I think
you can quote me at that, ma'am. That's what I said.
I think you.
The case is before the court.
I think you should be sued. I think you should be sued for obstruction of justice.
Do you have anything else to say to me, ma'am?
I think you should be sued.
Me?
I think you should be sued.
Fine. I tried to answer your questions. I called you back. I left a message several days ago. And that's the only thing I'm talking to you before you asked me to.
You left no information. And you gave me a wrong number that nobody would use.
What number is that, ma'am?
Well, I mean the number where you're not this party you were calling does not wish to speak to anybody without giving his number. And that's a crazy thing for a United States District Court to say. So give me a number that's reasonable.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
What number did you call that you got a recording like that?
The number that you left?
No, I did not. I left you 573-6170.
No, you didn't. You left me 6158.
6158 is my personal line.
Well, okay. I got a recording. And that's not how a district court answers the phone.
Well, I don't know anyone else have that phone problem because our phones have been working fine. And I've just taken messages off my phone this afternoon. Others have left on my line.
Okay, I can play you the recordings.
Well, if you're recording my conversation without my knowledge, ma'am, then I wish to discontinue this conversation because I don't have to be subjected to that.
In the state of New York, the law is any conversation can be recorded as long as one person knows it's being recorded. And what are you ashamed of?
I'm not ashamed of anything, and I did not know I was being recorded. So what are you quoting laws to me that someone knows that they've been recorded? You're allowed to do that.
Non sequitur.
Whatever, ma'am. Is there anything else I can do for you?
You haven't done anything for me.
Well, then that's it. I'm going to end this conversation.
How's that for United States District Court, District of Delaware. This is QPTV. 10 minutes to 5.
QPTV.
Hi, Karen, it's Glendora.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how's the doggies?
Good, thank you.
You were out sick Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's up?
I have that our records indicate that your series chat with Glendora has run a total of 13 weeks. Your final cablecast date is March 27, 2001.
Yeah.
Well, what's that about?
That's what you get every 13 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, will you renew it for me?
Well, you gotta come in and do that, remember?
Okay, I'm coming in, I think, Monday.
Okay.
Are you going to be in Monday?
I would hope so, God willing.
And you're there from 10 to 6, huh?
Yeah.
And so then you'll give me the renewal form,
Yeah.
I'll sign it,
Yes.
and then do what I did before?
Yes.
Okay, honey.
Okay?
Yeah, I hope to make it, without smashing up our car again.
Oh, please, I don't want to hear that. Don't.
That's where we smashed up our car.
Yeah, well.
Okay, good. All right. My dog is good.
That's good.
People don't really understand the attachment of a dog to a person. A dog gives everything he has.
Everything. I know.
They give everything they have. They hold back nothing.
I know.
And people don't understand that. And people don't understand an attachment of a person
Oh, I can't wait to get home.
to a dog. They don't understand that.
And I can't wait to go home.
Did you hear about the dog who plays poker?
No.
He sits up in the chair at the table and he plays poker, but he's not too smart. He gets a good hand and he wags his tail.
No, that's cute. I'll see you Monday.
Okay, I hope to see you Monday.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, good. No lawsuit. Time Warner.
Your call cannot be completed.
Hello?
Hello, Ginny Finney?
At around number.
Is this 901? 344 7704?
No, 7708.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Metro Legal?
Hi, Ginny Finney?
Jenny Finney?
Yeah.
No, who's calling?
Bill Budrow's friend? Celeste Budrow's friend?
Yeah, no, this is Jim Finney.
Oh, hi, Mr. Finney.
Who's this?
My name is Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn.
And I'm a friend of Celeste and Bill Budrow.
How they doing?
I think they're doing very well at the moment.
Good.
Mm-hmm. And, they gave me your number.
Okay.
Because I want to put TV programs on the public access in Memphis
Yeah.
about Bill and Celeste
Is that right?
and help them out. Yeah.
How do you propose to do that?
Well, that's what I do. I am a public access producer.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm on in 20.
They need their story told.
Well, they do. And I've made quite a lot of stride on getting it down on tape. I'm on 23 public access TV
You
stations.
calling from Memphis?
Excuse me?
Are you calling from Memphis?
No, calling from New York.
Oh, from New York. Okay.
Well, I'm right across the line where Bill lives in Connecticut. Where Bill, yeah. So you have to have a local address.
Okay.
And so,
What's the local address for?
oh, I don't know. They want you to have a local contact because it's community programming. They want you to know somebody in the community.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I have that in all of my places. I have a local contact. So I'm going to get together some programs and see if we can get them on Memphis. I try to call Time Warner, but
Yeah.
that 800 number is busy all the time.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Do you have a regular number for them, a 901 number?
I don't know. I don't think I do.
Okay. Is Ginny home now?
No.
Okay. She's been a friend of Celeste for a long time?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. She and I.
Yeah. Celeste is out in California, and you know she has a terrible hernia,
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
and you know that it's infected.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they're waiting for the infection to go down so they can operate.
Okay.
And they was hoping.
Is she with her son out there?
I know she's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital.
Yeah.
He's-
She's been in the hospital ever since she went out there.
Wow.
They wanted, the court wanted her to be operated on in Memphis.
I know. Yeah.
And, oh, you know that.
Yeah. I
Okay.
was the one that helped her get out of there.
Oh, thank God you did.
I turned her on to a couple of good attorneys down here in Memphis.
Oh, you got them out of jail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. If you hadn't, they would still be there.
I know.
That man is a madman.
Yeah.
McCalla is a madman.
Yeah.
So we want to get on the TV.
Well, they got some good attorneys. They got the best.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
They're not afraid of McCullough.
Oh, good. Good. And Gibbons has got it now.
Oh, Gibbons has got it now.
Mm-hmm. And so,
What's Gibbons doing with it?
well, she's talking all the time about you get ready for trial.
Oh, okay.
And the attorneys are saying, well, we need a whole lot of time to do that. She says, no, you get ready for trial.
Oh, man, putting the pressure on him, huh?
Well, I think so. She's not a very good judge.
Mm.
Do you know her?
No.
Julia Gibbons?
No.
She's a chief judge.
Is that right?
So,
So they're she's forcing the issue? Why can't they hold up where Celeste is in the hospital?
well,
And she can't even appear.
well, no, she can't.
I mean, that's a basic, constitutional right.
Yeah, except
Your peers.
except the doctor made a mistake and said, well, I guess she could go to Memphis all right.
Oh, the doctor said that?
Yeah, and so
Okay,
Bill,
well.
no, the doctor's wrong. She can't go to Memphis.
I say, but the doctor did say that.
Well, yes, and Bill wrote the doctor and called the doctor and said that was a terrible thing to say because she's a sick woman. If anything happens to her, you're liable.
So what do you do?
Well, that's where it stands.
Oh. I mean, did the doctor recant that?
I don't know. The doctor says, oh, I'm sorry, I have so many patients. So, and that is last week's information. I don't know what's going on this week because I haven't had a chance.
What do you hope to do? You're going to run some kind of a TV thing? Huh?
Well, Bill is in touch with his friend Peggy Dadick in Florida.
Yeah.
And Peggy Dadick wants to do TV programs and have them on in Memphis.
Oh. How many programs you talking about?
Oh, a series.
Oh, a series.
Yeah, one every week.
One every week.
Yeah, that's the way I am in all of my...
I see.
I'm on, as I say, I'm on 23 cable TV companies.
Yeah.
So that's, I'm just
Their story.
Excuse me?
I say you're going to do their story?
Well, I'd like to have them, yes,
Yeah.
I would. And I have already put him on TV in other locales. I put him on in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
I put him on in Buffalo, New York. I put him on in Manhattan. I put him on in Long Island.
Okay.
So I think the place to have it is Memphis.
Yeah.
So we're working on this. And I wish I could get hold of Time Warner instead of a busy signal.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to answer that phone?
Yeah. Hold for a second.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah. No, nothing today. No. Okay. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
So that's the next step. I got to get it set up with Time Warner. I have to send the tapes.
I see.
How far away are they from you? A couple miles?
Time Warner?
Mm-hmm.
The main office is, maybe 20 miles away.
20 miles away.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, you do have Time Warner, right?
Yeah.
And you have Time Warner Memphis.
Yeah.
Because they do go out 20 miles, do they?
What do you mean?
Well, 20 miles is a pretty good range for a cable company, because they have to wire everything. And if a cable company goes out 20 miles, they're doing okay.
I don't know. I don't know how.
But it is Time Warner, and it is Memphis. Do you get Memphis? What's their public access channel? Do you know? What number is it?
Mine? You talking to me?
No. Yes. What is the public access channel number?
It's 3. I'm not sure. 3 or 4, maybe.
Channel 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. If you find another number, keep your eye open for finding a regular number. This 800 number is no good. And then I'll call him, keep calling him, see if I can set this up with him.
Okay. You tried, did you call the operator, the Memphis operator? They had nothing for him?
No, I called the 800-872-8047.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the only number I have. No, I didn't call.
You called 1411 and got the operator here in Memphis and get it that way.
That costs a pile of money.
Does it?
Yes. Something like $2.10. I think it's outrageous.
Yeah, well, it is.
And I'm not going to fall for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you get it, maybe you'll comment next time I talk to you. In the meantime, I think I can call my library, and I think they can get it off the internet. Or there's a Gales directory of cable TV operators. They might be able to get it.
You can probably get it there, too.
I'll try that, too. Now I'm going to call Bill. And say,
Now, where's Bill these days?
he's home.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he doesn't have to go back to Memphis until the end of March.
Huh?
He does not have to go back to Memphis until the end of March.
Is that when the trial's coming up?
No, that's when just a report.
Oh.
He report.
He'll report with Jim Marty then, huh? His attorney.
I don't know. I would assume.
Well, he can't go in that courtroom again on without representation.
And you understand that that is a violation of the Constitution of the United States.
That's unbelievable.
Those people have a right to appear pro se.
Sure they do.
Yes. And that judge is violating the Constitution of the United States. That judge ought to be sued.
And he can't be, the son of a bitch.
Yes, he can.
Judicial immunity.
No, no. Congress never made any such law. The only people who claim judicial immunity are judges themselves, and judges don't make the law in the United States of America.
Good. That's good. These are good arguments.
Yeah, and so there's no such thing as judicial. In fact, after the Civil War,
It's something for the Supreme Court to figure out.
after the Civil War, no, it's already been figured out. Congress has no law that judges are immune.
Saying that, in the lower courts, they make the rules as they go along.
Yeah, well, they don't.
You need the Supreme Court to tell them they're wrong.
Well, no, Congress can tell them they're wrong.
Okay, Congress, whoever, But somebody higher than them is going to have to lay the law down.
I wanted to tell you that after the Civil War,
Yeah.
okay, there was a big fight. Are judges immune from civil rights litigation?
Okay.
The judges fought this, and they lost.
Okay.
They are not immune from civil rights litigation.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what this is. This is
In fact, nobody is immune from civil rights litigation, and the law is Title 42 U.S. Code, Section 1983. That is the civil rights law. So.
Oh, that was so pitiful, man, when they took those two away. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good heavens, that's pitiful.
He looked so pitiful, the poor thing. And I told her, I said, Celeste, I says, you know, these people here, they don't even want to talk to us. You're coming in here with some name from California. I said, you need something local. And I says, I got a couple of guys, or I have one I know that'll help you.
Good for you.
And so I put her on to him, and the next day they were out.
Yeah, good for you. Boy, what a lifesaver you are.
Yeah.
You said they were so pitiful. When? Did you see them go in, or did you go?
I went to visit Celeste when she was inside.
Oh, she was in solitary confinement?
Yeah, well, they took her out so she could talk to me.
That's good. And she was sick.
Yeah, and they put her in solitary.
Because they didn't have any other place.
They didn't have any other place.
Oh, that's medieval.
Oh, I'm telling you. Once you go inside there, boy, you don't have no rights.
Boy, I'm glad you got him out.
Yeah.
What's the name of that lawyer?
His name is Brett Stein.
Brett Stein?
Yeah. First name is Brett, last name is Stein.
Okay.
Nice guy.
It was nice that you got him out, I'll tell you.
And then he's the one representing Celeste.
Oh, okay.
And a fellow by the name of Jim Marty, M-A-R-T-Y, is representing Bill.
Oh, okay. Did you find...
Mr. Stein thought it would be a conflict, him...
Oh, so who found Marty?
Well, Mr. Stein, I know Jim Marty. So Mr. Stein, sensing the eventual problem, got a hold of Marty, and he agreed to represent Bill.
Oh, I see.
See, they put Bill away in it's a prison up there in Mason, Tennessee. That's where they put him.
Oh, that's inhumane.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sick.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim, I'm glad to be in touch with you. Let me give you my number, 914 949 9495.
9495, and your name?
Is Glendora. Glendora.
What's your last name?
Glendora.
That's your last name?
No, I just use one name, Jim.
Oh.
That's my first name.
Oh.
Glendora.
Glendora?
And the name of the program is A Chat with Glendora.
Okay. A chat with Glendora.
Yes, Jim.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Okay, let me tell you today's joke. What do you call a miniature guppy?
I don't know.
A microfiche.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Okay, Jim.
That's strictly administrative.
Glad to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
See if we can't help these people.
Oh, we will.
All right.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
The following 5 options. For questions about your bill, press 1. For service outage, reception problem, or to follow up on a requested trouble call, press 2. To place an order for a new account or to change an existing account, press 3. For any other questions, press 4. To hear these options again, press 9. We expect to answer your call in approximately 5 minutes. You may also contact us via the web at twarner.com. Click on Help Desk, then Feedback, complete the form, and click Send.
Maybe just 5 minutes. And it costs all that money.
Okay.
I'm looking for the information on Time Warner in Memphis, Tennessee, the cable company. And I think it's the second section.
All right. Let me see. Hold on, please.
Okay, thanks. Time Warner in Memphis.
Yeah, there's not much. I just see, funny, I opened right to the page.
Isn't that well, you see, you live a clean life.
right, you want, it has the address, the phone?
Yes, I'd like the address and the phone and the name of the general manager.
That's not here.
Oh, really?
It gives very little.
There is a part where it is there.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Time Warner in Memphis?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, what do you got then?
It has, all right.
The address?
5450 Winchester Road,
One moment, please. Okay.
Memphis, Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
38115.
38115.
The phone is 901
Oh, good.
365
Mm-hmm.
1770.
1770.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Now, do you know how Gales works? In the second section, I think.
You mean the second volume?
I can't remember if it was the second volume, but it was whichever volume it was. In the second section, they list the cable company and who the manager is, and who's in charge of sales and who's in charge of marketing. Okay. It's a strange book.
Yeah.
You have to be quite familiar with it.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to look. Hold on. Okay.
Thanks. No, it's not there. It's under cable TV systems or whatever.
Oh.
It's under. I know it has an index, a tab. It was around about the second section. Okay. All right.
Just seem to find it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for calling Time Warner Communications Administrator.
Time Warner, this is the operator.
Operator, will you give me the telephone number for public access?
Hold the line, please.
No, I want the number. Turn off recorder.
Sorry, ma'am. What are your questions?
What's the number for public access?
Okay, it's this number. I just have to put your call through.
What's the extension?
4022.
4022. And do you know who's in charge?
It should be Mr. Otha Brandon.
Spelling, please.
O-T-H-A, Brandon, B-R-A-N-D.
O-T-H-A.
Brandon, B-R-A-N-D-O-N.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, do you have time to connect me?
Sure, hold the line.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Otha Brandon in the programming department. I will be out of the office Thursday, March the 1st, and Friday, March the 2nd, returning Monday, March the 5th. If you wish to leave a brief detailed message, you may do so at the tone. If you need to speak to someone pertaining to public access or leased access, you may call Jocelyn Hawkins at extension 4028.
Message left. Time Warner.
Hi, operator. He's gone. He's gone until next Monday.
Next, could you go to his assistant line now?
What's her name?
It's going to go through a playback area. It's called playback, is what it is. Hold the line.
Okay, what's the name? Are you Jocelyn?
Yes.
Okay, Jocelyn, how do you spell your name, please?
Jocelyn.
Jocel.
Lyn.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thank you.
And what's...
who's calling?
Yes, my name is Glendora. What is your last name?
Hawkins.
Hopkins?
HAWK.
Oh, Hawkins.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. And what's your extension off? 4028, right?
Yes.
Your 40... Okay, I just called Mr. last name?
Hawkins.
Hopkins?
HAWK.
Oh, Hawkins.
Yes.
Oh, I got it. And what's your extension off? 4028, right?
Yes.
Your 40... Okay, I just called Mr. Brandon, and I got the recorder that he's gone away until Monday. Okay, I want my public access program on your system.
Okay.
Local address is 3256 Lucy Bill Lane.
Okay, he hasn't given me a tape or anything. What was the name of the program?
A Chat with Glendora.
A Chat with Glendora?
Yes. Jocelyn?
Yes, ma'am?
What's your format? What format do you take? 3/4 VHS, Super VHS? What format?
3/4, Super VHS, Beta, and DV Cam.
One moment, please. 3/4,
Super VHS,
Beta, and SVHS. And what was the other one?
DV Cam. Sony DV...
You mean...
the digital recorder.
Yeah, that's DCT. Okay, I think I know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Okie dokie. And how soon do you have to have them?
We're looking for applications for April now.
Okay, I'd like a series.
Okay, well, you need to come and fill out an application.
All right, you want to send it to my address, please?
Well, I don't know if we would... I could see if I could mail it out, but I don't think we usually don't do that. But if you like, I could take down your name and your telephone number, and if it's okay, I could go ahead and mail it out.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, it's Glendora, Glendora, one word.
Okay.
And the address is 3256.
3256.
Lucy Bill.
Lucy Bill.
L-U-C-I.
Oh, L-U-C-I.
B-boy-I-L-L.
Okay.
Lane.
Okay.
Memphis. 38116.
38116.
Telephone is 901 344
344
7704.
7704.
And I'd like to have a weekly series.
Okay, well, if he says it's okay, I could go ahead and mail it out. I will mail it out, and if not, I will call and let you know.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Here's today's joke. What do you call a miniature guppy?
I don't know. What do you call a miniature guppy?
A microfiche.
Microfiche. Okay. Waka waka.
Okay, thanks, Jocelyn. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
And I'll look forward to that. When do you think it'll be going out if you can mail it?
I will try to mail it out to Monday.
Monday, huh? Yeah, that's good. This is Friday. Do you cablecast on the weekends? Do you cablecast on the weekends?
No, I don't, because I'm not here on the weekend.
But they do. They do. Somebody does, right?
Somebody's here, but they don't cablecast.
There are no programs on the weekends?
We have programming on the weekends.
Yeah, that's really my question. Do you have programming on the weekends?
I have to look at, we do have programming, but I don't know if there any available slots on the weekend.
Oh, okay. What channel is it? 4?
It would be on channel 17.
Oh, channel 17. Okie dokie. All righty.
Okay.
And I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
To talk to Jim Finney.
Oh, good.
And then I was able to, the Time Warner 800 number is wacky. They want you to wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know it's,
so I called what did I call? I called the library.
Yeah.
And there's a Gales directory of television. And I got a 901 number.
Yes.
And I talked to the public access person is not going to be in until Monday, but I talked to somebody who does the cable casting.
Okay.
And she said that she would send me an application, and I told her to send it to 3256 Lucyville Lane.
Uh-huh.
And and she won't send it out until Monday. Okay. But we got something rolling.
Real good, real good. I sent those tapes to you today, too.
Oh, that's good.
There's about 25 in there, I think.
25?
Yeah.
And what format are they?
They're in the, what is it?
VHS?
Yeah.
They're VHS?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they're long, yeah.
That's very, very good. Thank you for doing that.
Peggy's on there, and then Mike Brown, and a couple other people.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very good. I'll see what I can do with those.
Yeah, he also says that if you get the Memphis station, he'll personally make all the tapes for you, you know.
Who said?
Mike Brown.
Oh, you talked to him also?
Yes, right.
When?
I guess about probably 4, 5, 6 days ago, because we had mentioned it, you know.
Okay.
So they could get you plenty of tapes from Memphis.
I asked her name is Jocelyn Hawkins, and I asked her I told her I wanted a series of one program every week.
Right.
And so we'll see what we can come up with. Oh, she says, we don't generally mail out those applications. Oh, that's ridiculous. She would want Jim Finney to go all the way out there, 20 miles out there.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, but she said she'll see if she can mail it out on Monday.
That sounds good. So we should be rolling, huh?
Well, I hope.
Oh, good.
I hope. Have you talked to Dadig?
Haven't talked to her in a couple days.
I want you to know that those 372s that you sent me were very informative, and I used them in the this great work that I am writing against two Southern District judges.
Oh, good, good.
And it was really good stuff, and I really laid it onto these judges, right to them, because they told me an order to show cause why I shouldn't be fined $100.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you,
for filing a lawsuit. What did I do wrong? I filed a lawsuit.
Well, I'll tell you, they just got their own world there, and they just do whatever they want. If it's against the law, it doesn't make any difference to them.
Well, they're going to find out differently, okay? They're not getting away with it.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. The point is that I appreciate you sending me the 372s, and you did send me 2 packages. And one package did have Ginny's number in it, and one package didn't.
Oh, I'll be damned, huh?
That's all right. So I've got a friend who has a program called The Hidden Truth, and she can use that information, and so I will give the other set to her on Tuesday.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, so I'm glad to have that.
Yeah, good.
Okay, is there anything else to talk about?
Not at the moment. I'll keep you advised, though.
And the last time you talked to Peggy was when?
Oh, it's been a couple days now.
What did she say the last 2 days?
Not too much. She's just working on a lot of paperwork, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the 372s are excellent.
Yeah, there should be some more coming, not too long.
Well, that's good.
I'll get them to you as soon as I get them.
Yeah, look up and see if you find any against Griesa.
Great. I know there was Boyce Martin. I remember that name.
Okay, Griesa is spelled G-R-I-E-S-A.
What court is he?
Southern District of New York.
New York.
And his first name is Thomas.
Yeah.
And his middle initial is P as in Peter.
Yeah, you know, there's so many of them that a lot of those ones out of the state I didn't pay much attention to because it wasn't hitting my case, you know.
No.
I should have wrote them all out, you know.
You couldn't do that. But see if there's anything about Griesa.
I will.
Thomas P as in Peter. And then the guy that Griesa cloned to write this order is named Mukasey. M as in Mary.
Yeah.
U. K.
Yeah.
A. S. Y.
Okay.
And it's Michael B as in brother.
Oh, okay. Lovely name.
Yeah. And how is the puppy?
Very good.
Oh, that's good.
He's been happy.
When do you go? When do you go down to Memphis?
The end of the month.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a long time off.
Yes, it is.
That's good. Thank God for that. Did you hear from Celeste?
Haven't heard lately, no. I'm going to check tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she going to have the operation?
As far as I know, she was. If the infection got away, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll just have to see. Maybe tonight I'll find out.
Yeah, Jim said it's terrible.
Yeah.
He said it's terrible what they did to you.
Oh, they're unbelievable.
Now, what about your tapes? I have about, as I say, I've had about 6 programs on you.
Yeah.
And they've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But I don't know if those should go to Memphis.
No.
Because they're saying what an idiot McCalla is and what an idiot Gibbons is.
Yeah, that's why we should have maybe Michael make them up, you know, and he can say the exact same things, you know.
All right, then have Michael go ahead and make them up.
Yeah, because he could make them up concerning not only those people that he mentioned, but also there's a new one by the name of William Budrow, you know.
Oh.
He could even go into that because it's nothing to do with me.
All right, then he will make the tape and send it to send it to me.
Whenever you're ready and however many you need, he'll take care of it.
Oh, that's good. And then all we do is get them on the cable.
Yeah.
In Memphis.
Yes.
Okay.
How long do you think it'll take?
What?
To get on the station.
Well, I just read it to you. I just said it to you. She's not going to send the letter out until Friday.
Yeah. But I mean, how long does it take to get them to okay everything and all that?
Yeah, that's anybody's guess at the moment.
Okay, well, we'll keep in touch then, you know, so we can coordinate everything.
Yeah, well, I'll keep after these people.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I got one telephone conversation with you was $19.
No.
Yeah. And then another one with you was $15.
Can't believe it.
I know it. So I got to cut that out.
been talking to you, and gee, I didn't think it was that far over there, you know?
Well, it isn't, but the telephone company does queer things.
Yeah.
It used to be New York Tel. They used to, I don't know, they used to discriminate against people who called from Westchester to Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah. When are you coming over here?
Don't know quite yet.
Maybe if you could come over, you could look at these tapes.
Well, the only problem is I'm not allowed out of the state of Connecticut at the moment.
Oh, you can't go out of Connecticut.
Yeah.
But I can come over there.
Yeah.
But I can't find the time. I must give you my score on legal papers.
Okay.
I have all yeses done, and I had 5 to do today, and 4 are done.
Wow.
And that's why I had a chance to telephone a little bit. I'm going to, I just have 1 more to do.
Wow.
Today, and it's only a half an hour, so I'm coming.
Boy, you're busy.
Well, yeah, but I'm coming. That's progress. That's real progress.
Yeah, right. It all helps. It's all going to add up in the long run, you know?
All right. Okay, William.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
All right, so I'll tell you a joke.
Yeah.
Let's see. What happens when you cross a toaster with an electric blanket?
I don't know that one.
You get something that will make people pop out of bed.
Oh.
Okay.
You, yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, William.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Oh, Anita.
Yes.
It's Glendora.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Is Leeds.
Oh, no, he went out for his walk.
Jackson, okay.
Yeah.
Tell him,
He does his exercising, like, in the afternoon, so...
Oh, yeah.
Want me to have him call you in a little bit?
No. I just wanted to say that there's too much. There's too many of these things.
Oh.
You know, like, this is like,
All right.
already this week, like, he's got over 45 minutes of
He does that.
television time.
He does that.
And I told him to leave his number, and it goes right over his head and past his ears.
Okay.
He doesn't leave his number. And if he wants people to call him, he has to leave the number.
Oh.
But tell him that's too much.
Okay.
I don't know what is a sensible amount, but that's 45 minutes of television time.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Do
a
you
lot.
want to pay individual bits and pieces?
Yeah.
It's not one whole long 45-minute thing, isn't it? Isn't it like separate ones?
Yes, it is separate ones.
Oh, you don't have to do them all, do you?
Well, what do you
Because
think?
don't they all have the same running theme, basically?
Well,
You don't have to play them all, do you?
is that the idea? I thought the idea is that we would play them all.
Oh. Well, if it's too long, then just pick certain ones. Can you edit it?
No, editing takes time.
All right, I'll have them keep it brief.
Well, no, not keep it brief, but not so frequent.
Oh.
You know, every time I go to call up to find out my messages, I have to listen to 25 minutes of Jackson
got
Lee.
it. All right, I understand what you're saying.
And I have
We
to,
have digital answering machines, so
I have
we don't
to,
have that problem.
I have to,
You know what a digital answering machine is? You don't have to play a tape. Is that what you have, a tape?
Stop. I have to listen to Jackson Leeds for 25 minutes to get my messages.
Oh, so you have a tape machine.
No, it's a digital.
Oh, it's digital? Can't you just, like, skip over it?
How?
No?
How?
You know what I mean?
How?
Huh?
How do you skip over it?
Oh, you put it forward, I guess. Like, okay, like, let's say there's a message that comes in, and, like, you play it, and, like, in 2 seconds you know who it is. You just press forward, and then the next one goes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to play all of them. In other words, to get to the next message, you don't have to play the one before.
Yeah, but that still isn't the answer to it. There's just
I know, but I'm just saying,
it's just
that's the problem.
too much. They have to,
Tape, right? Yeah. All right.
hold it. They have to be recorded on audio tape. Then they have to be put on videotape, and then they have to be edited for TV, and that's 45 minutes of television time.
All right, I'll tell him.
And he didn't leave his number, and I told him that.
Oh, you want the number on the tape as well?
Well, that was what I told him.
Okay, I'll tell him. Okay?
But he certainly has a good campaign there. How are you coming on that?
He spoke to Deb a little while ago before he went out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just heard him going on and on about legal stuff. I only heard his end of it, and he uses big words and stuff. You know me, I'm just a math teacher. I don't know legalese. So, I leave the room when he starts talking lawyer stuff. Anyway.
Gee, that's great. You're a math teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's my end of it.
Where do you teach math?
Promise Catholic High School.
Good for you. What grade?
Seniors. Pre-calculus.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, oh, thanks. I do okay over there.
I admire you for that. I admire you for that.
I give them a lot of good stuff. I know a lot of math.
I think that's terrific.
That's my calling.
I think that's great.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Okay.
All right, I'll tell him what you said.
Yeah, I would say...
hopefully he'll listen to me. I don't know if he will, but hopefully.
Okay.
All right.
All right. He doesn't listen to me when I tell him to leave his number.
He doesn't listen to anybody. Ask his mother. He doesn't listen to her either.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she'll tell you.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, I'll tell him what you said, okay?
Okay, and I'll tell you today's joke. What happens when you cross an electric blanket with a toaster?
Cop out of bed?
Yes.
Oh, I got a better one. Department office. Hey.
What did you find out yesterday?
I found out that I have to go back today.
Today, Friday?
Yeah. I did not bring any tapes over last night. I was so rushed to go on to the show. I'm going tonight.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Because I can't sue them if they don't have tapes.
I know.
Because they haven't refused to do anything.
I know. And I saw Luke yesterday, briefly. And I said, we're going to still have fun with Glendora, aren't we? And he just smiled. Okay, I have 2 tapes right here. I have a blank. I have the UFO show that very controversial last night.
Oh.
Lot of calls.
Oh, good.
They've taken our show off the air.
Wow.
And they've taken the astronomy show off the air.
Oh.
Because they said to me, after the fact, that it was a first come, first serve. And I didn't know anything about it.
Well, we'll have to, if we do sue them, we'll have to add that as a cause of action.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard, I would have been down there the first day.
Yes. Yes, right.
But there were a lot of people in support of the show, and it worked. I'm going to go down there a little while. I walked in about...
What are you going to take them?
I'm taking this 2 tapes here I have right in front.
Which tapes? 3/4?
Yeah, and they're going to put it on DVC Pro.
And so you just have to take one of the DCTs.
Yes.
You take one DCT.
DVC.
You'll take one DVC.
Yes. And then I put 2 tapes on it.
You'll put 2 of those tapes on it. And then they will schedule them to be cablecast.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
That's what I told Luke last night, because he said, we only do DVC Pro. And I said, I got a blank for Glendora. Is that okay?
Oh, good.
And he just smiled. I didn't want to fight. Not last night. It was still hectic last night.
Yeah, sure.
I have to bring... Actually, I forgot a blank tape. So I borrowed a tape from them, and I got to replace it tonight. That's the reason.
Oh.
I'm going down there.
Oh, that's good. So you're going to take in 2 3/4.
Yeah.
And then how many 3/4 do you have piled up?
Wait, say it again. How many?
3/4 do you have piled up?
I think I have 4. I have 2 right in front of me.
Well, why don't you take all 4?
Yeah, I got to look for them. I couldn't find anything last night, let alone get to the show.
I know, because you're so busy.
It was horrible.
Yes.
It was horrible. Can you imagine all the stuff I had to bring down, and then I forgot the blank? When you cross an electric blanket with a toaster. Pop-up oven.
People pop out of bed in the morning.
Oh, okay. That's good.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, Pat.
Say hi to the little puppy for me, too.
Oh, he'd be so happy. Rusty, Patricia says hello.
Aw.
He gives you everything he's got, I tell you. He's a wonderful dog.
He's such a good puppy.
Yeah, he's a good puppy. I'm glad...
You want me to give you a call to make sure I got...
Oh, I'd love it.
All that?
Yeah, give me all the information. You leave very good messages.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, thanks, Pat. I would take them all down, get them on as fast as possible.
Okay.
And I'm not asking you to do this. It has nothing to do with what we've said, okay? Yeah. But do you want to know that for tomorrow, for instance, a chat with Glendora, I handed in 15 different programs to NASA. I made 15 different programs last week. I handed them into NASA. Do you know that they start running tomorrow at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m., and they play them up until noon? And then they'll finish the rest of them on, I should say they do this on Tuesday, and then they finish the rest of them on Thursday. They play 15 different half hours of Chat with Glendora.
In a row?
In a week. Yeah, very often in a row.
Right, on the same day or the
Yes, I just told you. Like Tuesday, 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m., there's a program at 9, African American News. It's a daily program. I think that's terrific. You have a public access program that's daily. Anyway, and then at 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 11, and 11:30 a.m., and at noon they have another public access program. And then on Thursday they play the rest of them. I think that's terrific.
Yeah, this sounds like it's,
But this is a really good public access operation. Contrary to what you have in Staten Island. So if you get me your tapes, I can get them played for you and get you exposed. And
I know. It's just, I'm so busy.
I know.
It's scary.
I know, it is scary.
You know, I'm at school day and night.
I know.
This is the only time I'm home all week right now.
Oh, it's awful.
I'm going to take a shower. I got to look, for the rest of the tapes. I even have to add some of my things, and I can't even find them.
Oh, it's awful.
It's here. It's here.
It's terrible, yeah.
No, but it's just too much right now.
Yeah.
You know, in a way, I may need the break with this UFO show because it keeps coming up so quickly, you know?
Yes.
Every time I turn around, the show was coming up. And
yeah.
When you're doing just about everything.
Yes.
Oh my God, what a week! I can't even tell you.
Yes.
It's got to be a better life out there.
Oh, don't say that. So just stop and think how wonderful your life is.
Okay, I'll try.
No, I mean.
I'll try. All right, I have everything. Okay,
Sometimes I hesitate to ask for anything because, for instance, supposing I wanted to be 130 pounds, I may get my wish of being 130 pounds, but I had to get awful sick to do it and almost die. So sometimes I don't like to ask for things. I don't want things to change.
You don't?
Well, I got a lot of blessings. I don't want to lose them.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we all have our things to be grateful for, you know.
Yeah. You have to be careful what you ask for.
Well, slow up a little bit. That's what I'm asking myself.
Yeah, you should have some free time.
Just rest a little bit.
Yes, you need rest.
That's all. It's not something that's out of the ordinary.
No, it's something you don't deserve. Okay.
So, all right, let me get going.
All right, thank you very much. I'll talk to you. And leave me information if you can.
I will.
Because your messages are very good.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, Glendora.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
9495. I think it's terrific what you're doing as far as I've heard. And I am stimulated to hear a whole lot more. And keep the courage flaming. And today's joke, what do you call a miniature guppy? A microfiche.
Michael Brown, School of Law. How do you like the vegetarian dinner? Mashed potato, green peas, and vegetarian sausage.
It's Glendora, how are you?
Oh, we finally connected.
Yes, I talked to Ginny Finney, Celeste's friend in Memphis.
Uh-huh.
And I have their address, and then I got finally past the 800 number into Time Warner, and they're going to send Ginny Finney the instructions for public access, and I told them I wanted a series.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And so this Jocelyn Hawkins
The person in charge of it, Mr. Brandon, is away until Monday, and she's there cable casting today, and she says, well, we don't usually send it out. We ask people to come in and get it. That means that Jim Finney's got to go 20 miles to get it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, really?
And so, anyhow, we got it rolling, and she's going to find out if she's going to be allowed to send it by mail to Jim Finney. Otherwise, Jim would have to go out and get it. But we'll get the application going.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
How long does that usually take?
What? Who? Anybody's guess.
Oh, okay.
You know. He's fine, thanks. Oh, that's great. Are you going to tell the story of how that crooked judge and how he took away your house?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What was the name of the judge that we wrote the 372Cs for? You asked me to write, and I did.
That was Yoflat.
Yoflat. How do you spell it?
T-J-O-F-L-A-T.
And did he get canned?
He didn't. Someone else did. As a matter of fact, Hatchet got canned. Yoflat didn't. In fact, he just sat on a panel and took away my rights to go to any court in the country.
That was Yoflat?
Yeah.
Well, he can't do that. He has no jurisdiction over any court in the country. He has jurisdiction only over his own district.
Oh, I know.
No, he has no right to do that. That's what you call ultra vires. He has no right to do that.
That's right. No, we'll take care of it, but you know, it's a battle.
Yeah.
Battle. It's just one.
Huh?
It's just another one, that's all.
Yes, Peggy, I know what you're saying.
I suppose. You just keep fighting. But did you get my message about Larry?
No.
I left a message with a telephone number for you the other day to call someone about some judge in White Plains that he had information on.
Oh, that's great. No, I do not have that information. May I have it, please?
Oh, now I have to dig it out. Tell me how I can get back.
No, now, why didn't I ever get that number? And I know that I got all my messages. So you might have lost, I don't know. Did you hear me?
Right here. I got it right here. The judge's name is Conley McMahon.
Oh, Colleen McMahon?
Yes.
Oh, she's a corker.
Okay, well, he's got a bunch of stuff on her. And his name is Larry Laspina. L-A-S-P-I.
Now, why didn't I ever get that number? And I know that I got all my messages. So you might have lost, I don't know. Did you hear me?
Right here. I got it right here. The judge's name is Conley McMahon.
Oh, Colleen McMahon?
Yes.
Oh, she's a corker.
Okay, well, he's got a bunch of stuff on her. And his name is Larry Laspina.
L-A-S-P-I-N-A.
And his number is area code 954 967 03
73
73. And tell him that I got the message message to you.
Well, where's area code 954?
New York's off in New York State.
Are you sure it isn't 914, honey?
No, it's 954.
I know no area code 954.
I do, and I can't think of where it is. I do know that area code.
It really is upstate, because this is 914.
Yeah, no, this is 954.
You know, to anybody who lives in Manhattan, you know what upstate New York is to them?
What?
233rd Street. You know, Buffalo's 400 miles from here.
Oh, you know,
That's upstate.
actually, I was just thinking, this might be Broward County in Florida, because I know he has homes in both places, so
Oh, well,
it's
definitely.
probably this number.
Do you have a 914 number for him?
No, it's the only number I have.
Okay, Larry, Laspina.
Right,
954-967-0373.
right.
And he's got stuff on Colleen McMahon. She's a terrible person. She ruined a whole case of mine.
Oh, good, then this should help.
Yeah, good. Give me some more judges in White Plains.
Listen, whatever I hear of. You got it.
I have 5 great works going on now. Really great works. They're really opus.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's great.
I really do.
How many people do you think you get as far as listeners?
Listeners?
Yeah. Watchers.
Well, you know, it's always been a question like that. You know, that's what Arbitron and Nielsen and all that does, and you still don't know.
Uh-huh.
But you go by your response, and I just get a lot of response.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I do.
That's excellent.
Yes.
That's the important thing. That's very important.
Now, I have done about 6 programs on Bill. He talks to me over the phone and tells me about what's going on, and I record it, and then I put it on videotape, and then I put up graphics, and it's been played all over for 2-3 weeks now.
Oh, excellent.
But he doesn't want it played in Connecticut, and I don't think it should be played in Memphis because we say what an idiot Cal McCalla is and Gibbons is. So I don't know what's going on, whether you're going to send me tapes or whether... I know that...
I think Brown is going to. That's my understanding.
He's already sent me a bunch of tapes, but they're not a Chat with Glendora tape, but I'm going to try to get them cablecasts.
Okay.
He sent me about 20 through Bill, and Bill sent them to me.
Okay, yeah, let me ask you, for my tapes, how long do you need them to be?
All right. You should have 1 minute of color bars.
Okay.
You should have 1 minute of black.
Okay.
And then if you have an opening, fine, and if you don't have a fine. But from the time the show starts, not counting the color bars and the black, you should go 29:30.
Okay.
And then have a minute of black.
Okay.
And they can be on regular VHS. They do not have to be super VHS.
Great.
Unless you want them played in Brooklyn, then they got to be super VHS. But all my other systems take regular.
Terrific. Terrific. Okay. I got to work and get you something.
Oh, good.
I got to work on getting you a series, because I'm working on so many cases. I've got so many stories to tell.
Really?
So little by little, I'll get it done.
How many do you have?
Hundreds.
Really?
Really?
I want you to tell me the story of that wicked judge.
Oh, I'm going to. That's going to be number 1.
Yeah.
That's going to be number 1. I got to figure out how to encapsulate it.
Okay. Yes, that'll be good.
Yes.
That'll be good, Peggy.
Okay.
That'll be very good.
Good. How are you doing otherwise?
Wonderful.
Good.
Many, many blessings.
Oh, that's good.
A man standing before the judge, and the judge says, "What's the colonel in front of your name?" Colonel. What do you got colonel in front of your name for? And the man didn't want to answer, and the judge asked him again. The man didn't want to answer, and the judge asked him again. Finally, the man had to answer. He says, "Well, you see, the colonel before my name is like the honorable before your name. It means nothing."
I love it. What would we do without you? How are you getting along with Peter Simpson?
Oh, he's wacky.
Oh, he is.
I really don't care to talk to Peter again.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have to.
No, the tapes have come, and that's good, and I'll see what I can do about getting them on the TV.
Okay, great.
Yeah, what do we do? So we're going to help Bill and Celeste. We got to get going on that, haven't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But I know, so I'll talk to Brown tonight.
Okay. I called, is it likely that a woman would answer on a recorder?
Yes, that's his wife.
Oh, okay, because it didn't seem likely to me, but I left a message and commended him on his work, so what I've heard so far.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to do seminars together. We just need to...
Oh, great. He sounds terrific.
Yeah, well, he was my mentor.
He was?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he sounds great.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did they send you any of my stuff?
Who?
On the seminars?
Who is they?
Peter Simpson? Or did they just send you Brown?
I don't know who they is. Apparently, Bill Brown got mad at Peter Simpson because of the way I got mad at Peter Simpson.
Uh-huh.
He's a real idiot.
I know.
And so I guess Bill. Now this is hearsay. Okay, hearsay within hearsay. Bill Brown said that that Bill Budrow said that Bill Brown told Simpson, "You get those tapes out to her at no charge, and you do it right away."
Right.
Okay, that's all I know. And that Bill Budrow called me up and said he got the tapes. They were sent to his address. And that Bill Budrow had sent them to Glendora's address in White Plains.
Uh-huh.
And so they will be in the post office.
Okay.
So that's all I know. And that Bill Budrow sent me a whole bunch of 372, and I recognized your hand in them somewhere.
Okay.
Did I? Is that right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't tell who authored these.
No, we don't put that.
We
I
don't.
used to do the statement of facts, and in the 372, Brown usually does the law. It depends. I've done some, but he does most of them.
Well, it's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And I have used what Bill sent me. I have used against two Southern District of New York judges, Manhattan, Michael B. Casey and Thomas P. Griesa. Griesa was the chief judge, and let me tell you, he's more chief than judge.
Oh, yeah, they all are.
And then his clone comes along, Casey. Oh, this is the story. I don't know if I should take time to call you. I filed a case against the New York City Parking Violations Bureau because they towed my car with a $620, and come to find out, they said I had 3 parking summons and I had never received them, and so they took my property without due process of law. And I really went after them. And I said, this is under color of State Title 42, U.S. Code 1983, that you have violated my civil rights. And they really began, and so they dropped all 3 of them, okay? And they dropped the money down from $620 down to $420. Franklin paid the $420, and finally they returned the money, all except $20, because their arithmetic is bad.
Oh, good.
And so I sued them before this, of course. I think that had a lot with returning the money. I sued them in Alabama. And so the idiot in Alabama named Acker, he transferred the case without even ruling on the informa pauperis. You cannot do anything to a case until you grant an informa pauperis. He didn't even grant the informa pauperis, and he went ahead and let the case proceed without any payment of fees, without any IFP. And so then he transferred it. And I immediately wrote a Rule 60B motion, Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and said, you cannot transfer a case by Title 28 U.S. Code 1404 unless it's in the interest of justice. And I said, everybody knows I cannot get justice in the Southern District of New York. Guess what Griesa and McCasey did? Show cause Glendora why you shouldn't be fined $500 for filing a case without leave of the court. I didn't file the case. It was transferred.
Unbelievable.
And why you can't file cases, and he sort of intimated anywhere else. So I have written back, Glendora shows cause why she can't be charged $500 and why she can't file cases in any district in the United States other than yours. And you show me cause why you think that you can stop Glendora from filing cases in other districts. So this is one of the greatest works I've ever done. It's about 60 pages already, and it's just about written. All I got to do now is the service list.
Oh, great.
Get it printed, and their date on it is February 7th. So this is one of the greatest ones that has ever come across the board. Those idiots think they can tell me I can't file a case in any district in the United States?
Oh, I know.
So I told them to show cause to me. And I said, now, if you don't want to do this, I say, then you recuse by 144 and 455.
That's it. That's it.
You recuse if you don't want to do this.
That's it.
And so I used a whole lot of your stuff.
Great.
About judges.
Great. Good. I'm glad it came in handy.
Yeah, it really did.
Okay.
Isn't that outrageous?
It is. It is. Well, listen, they got to stop us, right?
Yeah.
They can't.
Oh, they do. The TV has a tremendous effect on them.
That's great.
It has a tremendous effect on them. They can't touch that.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
that makes them furious.
That's great. All right, listen, we'll make sure we get some tapes over to you.
All right.
Okay? And you take care, and I'm glad we really connected finally. And say hello to Franklin.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's my bitter half.
I understand that now.
Bitter. B-I-T-T-E-R.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, Glendora.
Take care, Peggy. Keep the courage flaming. You're terrific.
Thanks, you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Beyond every expectation.
How nice. How nice.
Unbelievably pleasant and successful and everything I could want.
Oh, good. You deserve that.
Thank you.
So,
I'm ready to,
okay, what do you want to talk about?
well, I want to talk about this bankruptcy swindle that they've got.
Okay.
The bankruptcy law that is being put into place now is being legislated is nothing but another effort of the shyster operation, shyster judicial operation. Now, here's what happens, is that the people, especially, I know of American Express, I've got an actual case. They're suing me for $10,000 that they refused to tell me who they paid my money, their money to, and that they wanted to me. Now, I've paid them the money that I know that I had charged on the cards. I gave them every nickel, over $3,000. Now they want $10,000 more, and they refuse to give me a detail of all of the payments that were made. Now, it's over a year this is going on. Now, they started a suit in court, and I'm suing them, and I'm suing... Not only that, they tried first to trick me into a default judgment by serving me with a false envelope that had no indication that this was from a plaintiff after my money. But of course, I open my mail, I open all of my mail that comes to me, and even though this thing looked funny, it even was mailed. They have their offices out in Long Island, Suffolk County, or Nassau County, and they mailed it from the Bronx. They went all through that trouble, and so I, of course, answered them. I answered them by, they even sabotaged the mail. I've got a statement from the post office that the mail was sabotaged somewhere in the delivery effort. So, the papers were torn, and subsequently somebody in the post office who's in charge of rescued mail or sabotaged mail put it together, and they sent me an explanation. And then when I wrote them about that, and then they served me with another summons with the same complaint, and they did it in a way that I would make them able to file a default judgment against me, but I worked that out by objecting to that and writing to the post office about what they were doing. So now I've got a case in court that they refuse to give me the details of what their charges are. And so what happens now, when this goes into anybody in the bankruptcy court, they're going to, all of these, now you have a triple fraud. You have a fraud on the court, you have a fraud on the debtor,
judgments which are not based upon sworn facts. And this is what's going to happen now. I just heard